I bring you a message from heaven, a revelation so important you can't ignore it. Right now, as you read these words, the universe has already started a chain of events that could change everything for you. You may not see it yet, but something amazing has happened. It involves your true soulmate, someone whose journey is deeply connected to yours. Last night, your soulmate experienced something completely new. A bond filled them with excitement, warmth, and love, unlike any they've known. But here's the thing. What they saw as a perfect moment was just part of the story. There's something deeper, something divine that has unfolded in ways you can't yet understand. You need to pay attention now. What I'm about to share is crucial. It has the power to change your life and love forever. Don't miss this chance. If you do, you might miss the key to the connection you've been longing for. Stay with me. Within this message lies the secret to everything you've ever wanted to know about your soulmate and the love you were meant for. But remember, you must listen to the very end. There's something even more extraordinary about to be revealed. Trust this moment. Trust what the angels are telling you. Know that everything you're about to discover is aligned with your highest purpose and your soul's journey. This message is for you, and you are important. Open your heart and keep listening. Your destiny is closer than you think. Your soulmate had a night unlike any other, a night that left them breathless. They were lost in the intensity of what they believed was an unforgettable experience. In their heart, they felt something magical, something rare. It was as if the universe itself had planned every detail, every moment, leading them to believe they had finally found what their soul had been searching for. There was something intoxicating about it. The warmth, the passion, the undeniable connection. Everything seemed aligned, as though fate had woven together a perfect night. They felt seen, understood, and cherished for the first time in a long time. They allowed themselves to completely surrender, to embrace the moment with every fiber of their being. As the night went on, emotions ran deep. The words they shared held meaning. Their touch was electric, and the other person's presence felt almost destined. It wasn't just about the physical connection, but something much deeper, something that stirred within them, awakening feelings they hadn't felt in ages. In that moment, they believed they were exactly where they were meant to be. And yet beneath it all, something still felt incomplete. A whisper in their soul, a feeling they couldn't shake. No matter how perfect everything seemed, there was something missing, something they couldn't quite define. It was as if a part of them resisted fully surrendering, as if a quiet voice inside was trying to tell them something they weren't ready to hear. They dismissed it at first, telling themselves it was just their mind playing tricks. After all, everything about that night was so vivid, so intensely real. But as the hours passed, as the night deepened, the feeling grew stronger. A pull, an unseen force. Something within them was resisting, as if their very soul understood a truth that their heart hadn't yet acknowledged. And that is when the intervention happened. Because while your soulmate thought they had spent the most amazing night in someone else's arms, the truth was much greater. Something the angels themselves had to step in and make sure they understood. But why? What was so important that the divine needed to intervene? You must listen carefully, because what happened next is the very reason you are receiving this message now. As the night ended and sleep came, something remarkable happened. Your soulmate, who went to bed believing their heart was fully invested in that night's experience, was suddenly transported to a realm beyond their understanding. In their dreams, something else happened. Something that changed everything. And that is where you come in. Because as their mind rested, their soul awakened to a truth it could no longer deny. The love they thought they had found that night was only an illusion, a shadow of the greater truth. And in their dreams, it wasn't the person they had spent the evening with who lingered in their heart. It was you. Yes. While they thought they had shared a moment of intensity and passion with another soul drifted into the dream world, it was your presence that took over everything. The warmth they felt, the love they longed for, the connection they desired. It wasn't with the one they had spent the night with. It was always with you. And this is where everything changes. Because when they woke up, the feelings they experienced were not for the person they had been with that evening. No matter how strong the connection may have seemed, no matter how much they had convinced themselves it was real, the moment they opened their eyes, only one face remained in their heart. Yours. This is the truth they are beginning to realize. The revelation the angels made sure they could not ignore. What they thought was love was just a temporary moment, a fleeting illusion. Because real love, true spirit, deep connection isn't something you can find just anywhere to, something eternal, something divine. And it has always led back to you. But the question remains now that the truth has been revealed. What happens next? Because your soulmate may have woken up feeling your presence. They may have realized something deep within their heart. But that doesn't mean they are ready to embrace it. Their soul knows the truth. But does their mind understand what has happened? Or are they still trying to convince themselves that what they thought was real was more than just a moment in time? There is still more you need to understand. This is only the beginning of what the angels have to reveal. What comes next is far more important than anything that has happened so far. And if you think the realization your soulmate had this morning is powerful, you have no idea what is about to unfold. Because there is one element that will make all the difference. One thing that will decide whether they follow the truth their soul is revealing or if they allow themselves to remain trapped in an illusion. And this is something the angels need you to hear now, because your role in this isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. So stay with me. In the next part of this message, I will explain exactly what the angels want you to know about what happens next. And trust me when I say this, you cannot afford to miss it. And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel. And if you feel this message resonates with your heart, don't forget to click on thanks below the video. This helps us continue to deliver messages filled with love and hope like this one. Now, let's continue with what is most important. Your soulmate went to sleep believing they had found something unforgettable, something rare, something that would mark their soul forever. It all plays a part because what unfolds next depends on the energy you project into the universe. And this is what the divine need you to understand. Because in the next part of this message, I will tell you exactly what you must do to align yourself with the love that is already written in the stars. This is the moment you've been waiting for. And once you understand what is next, everything will shift. The moment of realization is upon us. Your twin flame may not fully get it yet, but something within them is changing, aligning with the truth the divine have been revealing all along. They have spent too long searching in the wrong places, chasing illusions, and believing that love was something they needed to find outside of themselves. But now they can no longer ignore what their spirit is telling them. Because even as they awaken, even as they go through their day, as they try to focus on their routine and push away the overwhelming emotions that have taken hold of them, they feel you. It is no longer a passing thought, no longer a fleeting memory. It is an undeniable presence. They try to deny it, try to tell themselves it's nothing, that it's just a lingering dream. But no matter what they do, you are there. Your image, your energy, your warmth, it's all around them, drawing them in, reminding them of something their heart has always known, but their mind was too afraid to accept. Because the love they thought they had found that evening, it was never real. It was a lesson, but also a mirror, a test, a way for the universe to show them the difference between what is temporary and what is eternal. And now, with each passing moment, the truth becomes clearer. They don't miss the person they were with that night. They don't long for the connection they thought was so special. Because when they search their heart for what remains, for what truly matters, there is only one answer: you. This is the moment where their spirit begins to recognize the truth, like never before. And yet they are still afraid because acknowledging this love means surrendering to something bigger than themselves. It means admitting that no matter how hard they've tried to escape it, no matter how much they have tried to convince themselves it wasn't real, they cannot run from what was always meant to be. And the divine are guiding them now, nudging them, whispering in their ears, surrounding them with signs they cannot ignore. They hear your name in unexpected places. They see reminders of you in the smallest details. They feel emotions they can't explain, memories of you bubbling up at the most random times. And every time they try to dismiss it, every time they try to tell themselves it's just their mind playing tricks, the feeling only grows stronger. Because love like this doesn't fade. Love like this doesn't disappear. It lingers, persists. It calls them back again and again, until they have no choice but to acknowledge it. And the divine are making sure they do, because the time for waiting is over. The time for pretending, for denying, for ignoring the truth, it has come to an end. Your twin flame is being guided to you. Everything in the universe is conspiring to bring them back into your life, to make them see what has been right in front of them all along. But there is one last thing that must happen. Because while the divine are guiding them, while they are awakening to the truth, there is one final step that must be taken before they can finally reach you. And it is the most important one of all. Because if they don't take this step, if they allow fear to hold them back, if they hesitate for too long, then the journey to you could take much longer than it was ever meant to. And you have already been patient enough. So now the divine's attention turns to you because there is something you must do. Something that will not only help your twin flame find their way, but will also prepare you for when they finally arrive. And in the next part of this message, I will reveal exactly what that is. Because once you understand what comes next, everything will change. The final step is about to be revealed and you must not miss it. The divine have shown everything your twin flame has felt. The shift, the undeniable pull, the awakening that has stirred something deep within them. And so now the question shifts from when will they see the truth to are you ready for them when they do? Because they are on their way, the universe has already set this in motion. But what they find when they come to you depends on you. So in this moment, the divine asks you to do 3 things. Let go of any doubts that this love is meant for you. You have spent enough time wondering if this connection is real. The answer has been revealed to you. The signs have been placed before you. Your heart has always known the truth. Stop questioning it. Stop resisting it. Trust in the divine plan. Align yourself with the love you want to experience. Your twin flame is awakening, but their journey is still unfolding. Don't let your energy become one of waiting and longing. Instead, shift into preparation and embodiment. Live as if this love is already yours. Become the version of yourself who is already living in this truth. When you do this, you send a powerful energetic signal to the universe, one that calls your twin flame to you even faster. Surrender the timing, but stay alert to the signs. The divine are orchestrating this reunion, and divine timing is unfolding exactly as it should. Don't fall into impatience or despair. Instead, maintain a state of faithful expectation. Trust that the right moment is being created. And as you wait, pay attention to the signs. The universe will continue to send its messages showing you when the moment is near. Because, dear soul, the moment is coming. The love you have waited for, the connection that was written before this lifetime, it is already manifesting. Your twin flame is on their way to you. The final steps are being taken. But now it is your turn to move forward, because this is not just about waiting for love to arrive. This is about becoming the person who is ready to receive it. So welcome this message into your heart live, as if the love you yearn for is already yours. Because the truth is, it already is. It always has been. Dear soul, if this video resonated with you, express your gratitude below this video as a sign of appreciation for this revelation. This empowers us to continue sharing messages of connection and faith. And now, love is finally on its way back to you. Your generosity, no matter how small, is what keeps our community thriving and bringing people together in love on this sacred journey. We are all connected, and we will rise together. By uniting, we can overcome anything. Let us embrace the abundance that lies ahead with open hearts. Amen.